Since the return of golf, my driver has been disgusting. So I'm hoping that my good friend Matt and professional at Bolton Golf Club can help to sort me out. So we're going to do a club fitting and a little bit of a driver lesson today. So if you could tell us a little bit about what's going to happen, please, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the first thing really is establishing what you want from a driver. Do you want more distance? Do you want to be straighter?
Straighter.
and then we're going to look at the data on your driver to see exactly what's going on if you are a bit offline, and then we can start to look at different options, taking into account different shafts, heads, and then tailor it to your swing.
Because my driver at the moment is just an off-the-shelf regular shaft, and I was speaking to a pal and he was saying that my swing speed's probably a bit too fast for a regular shaft.
That's it. I mean, if your swing's too fast for a softer flex, then you've not got the control.
Yeah.
So you're matching up the shaft with your swing speed. So yeah, cool. And then there are different weight shafts as well. So you can sort of tailor it to that to change your ball flight. So do you find you hit it high, low, or pretty normal?
Quite high, really. Yeah. And very right.
Yeah. Well, the good thing now, drivers are adjustable. So
yeah,
and that's probably come in the last maybe 5 years or so, maybe slightly longer, but you can now adjust them to make them a bit more draw biased, close them in a little bit to offset that right
Brilliant.
shot.
Shall we crack on?
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. So I just did a few with my driver.
Yeah, so what have you got at the moment there? You also got regular flex.
Just a reg flex, Cobra XL. It's just part of the package set, mate.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
50 gram regular. Yeah, so that, as you say, it's sort of possibly when you first started. What's your handicap now?
8.9.
Yeah.
But we're very bad 8.9. I'm so erratic, mate. Third hole yesterday, I hit a tee shot with the driver over 100 yards to the right. It was so bad, mate.
Really?
So if I can just hit it straighter,
yeah,
I'll be happy.
Yeah.
See what I mean? So
reckon the placement.
Oh, mate, sorry.
Yeah, so that's quite common, is it?
Yeah, that's probably the shot that I hit yesterday, mate. On the 13, it was terrible. But what I've been trying to do, because I've got my sim, I've been working on my swing, so everything starts changing, doesn't it, when you work on your swing. Trying to hit draws and stuff. Yeah. And just because of that, it's all over the show. Yeah.
And it's one of those like, yes, that's much better, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think every time I'll be buzzing.
And the difference between those two, certainly from a technical standpoint, is you're able to control the club face.
Right. Yeah.
So the first one there, your club face was 9.2 degrees open, straight right. Path was okay, like 2.9 from the inside should produce a draw if you close the face a little bit. Okay. So you can see on the next one, path was near enough identical, but because you close the face, 0.1 starts right, tiny bit draw.
So with that terrible first shot out of the way and Matt determining that it's my club face that's the issue, we could actually get started with the fitting.
What I'm looking at here initially is your club speed. So your average club speed 99.8, so 100 miles an hour pretty much.
Yeah.
As a guide, 95 to 105 is stiff.
Okay.
So clearly that's too soft for you, which we expected. And that's going to help control your face angle, but it's also going to control your spin. Right. So you can see your spin there at 4,200.
That's quite high.
It's too high, yeah. So you're looking, depending on your launch, you're looking between 2,000 and 3,000. Right. So we really want to get that spin down, but the shaft will do that for us. As a starting point, right, we know because of your club speed, again you're 102 there, so slightly quicker, but you're still in that stiff bracket. Yeah. We're going to start with the PING. And there's three different heads in the PING. You've got the max here, which is the most forgiving out of them all, really. That's the most popular one.
Yeah.
You've got the low spin head, typically for a better player, but not all the time. But it is slightly less forgiving, so I don't think that'd be the one for you.
Okay.
And you've also got the SF Tech, which is a draw bias one.
Right. Okay.
So
cool.
If your bad shot's right,
a draw bias might be better.
This might help you.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with the SF Tech, so draw biased head.
Yeah.
Stiff shaft.
Yeah.
And we've got it set at 10.5.
Yeah.
Good.
Pull hook.
So yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Like obviously, your bad shot being straight right, that's possibly not the end of the world if we can take that right side out of the course with a draw biased head.
After a few shots with the draw biased ping head, Matt noticed I was hitting a few pulls and hook shots, so he reverted me back to the more forgiving 10.5 degree max club head.
So it's trying to establish, would a standard head be better than a draw bias one, because we don't want you to like fix that right shot.
Not going too far left.
Correct.
Yeah.
But he changed from a 50-gram shaft to a heavier 65-gram shaft to lower the amount of spin I was getting on my shots.
Okay, so yes, this is a 10 iron shaft, 65 grams, so a bit heavier, same head, and we're going to see how that affects the launch angle.
Yeah. So same head, just a heavier shaft.
Yeah. Nice. Good shot. So that was in terms of numbers we're looking for. Spin rate was good. Launch was very good. Speed was down and height was down, which suggests it might have been slightly off the bottom.
Yes, it was.
But what you'll see with that max driver is it's quite forgiving. So
this is.
So you feel like you've not hit it your best, but it's still gone 270.
That's what we need.
Great shot.
That's better.
That's good. And what we're starting to see here, that in terms of your face angle that was open at the start, it may well have it's probably more the shaft than the head. So we went draw bias to hopefully fix it, but actually it overcooked it.
Yeah,
so we've just got a stiff shaft to control the face a bit more.
That's good.
And a standard head, 274, splitting the fairway there, pal.
I'm happy with that.
So, yeah.
So the heavier stiff flex shaft worked well, and my spin rate, launch angle and carry distances all started to improve. Now that Matt had found the most appropriate ping driver for my swing, he moved me on to the TaylorMade SIM2 Max driver to give us a comparison and see if we could make any further improvements.
SIM2 Max 10.5. I'm going to go the Riptide 60 gram stiff shaft. Nice shot. Nice and straight, pal.
Bit high.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is a good bit of accuracy, but it's just launching and spinning marginally high. If we're being super picky. So what we're going to try is the low lofted head, so the 9-degree head. We'll try the 9-degree first, because you're actually off the 10.5 standard head, you're hitting dead straight there. So we want to try and keep things fairly equal, but just loft it down a bit. Yeah.
Still open.
Yeah, still a little high. So what we'll do, we'll just close it marginally. So and the way we're going to do that is just by lofting it up a little bit. We're going to loft it up to 9.5.
Yeah, like close the base.
And just close it a little bit, And then that way, as I was saying, you want to fit someone for long term. So you might find that as your technique improves and you hit it straighter, you might find that you turn it over left and you can bring it back to standard position. Nice. Turned it over a fraction.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice shot. Really good that. So that's probably the best one today.
Is it?
So if we just take a look at that.
The optimizer.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
So the fact that it's highlighted blue,
Unbelievable.
we're right on the money there.
264 carry. I felt like I better leave it in that.
264 carry, 2862. Dead straight.
Good.
Everything in that blue column which suggests it's optimised.
There we go. That's what we want. All in the blue and straight. Right, so what have we got here? It's just obviously the TaylorMade SIM.
So it's TaylorMade SIM. It's 9 degrees lofted up half a degree, just to help close it marginally. It's the even flow Riptide 60 gram shaft.
60 gram shaft,
yeah. Stiff shaft, obviously.
Yeah.
So we'll keep that up and let's see if we can replicate it. Yeah, that's the idea of this game, isn't it? Yeah.
open things.
Yeah, so interesting enough there, from a numbers point of view, it was optimal, but obviously left the face open, so so that's, you know.
So teach me how to close my face, Galley, consistently.
So we'd found a driver that, according to TrackMan, was given the optimal data for my golf swing. The 9.5 degree SIM2 with a 60 gram stiff shaft was the best option from the TaylorMade brand, but the 10.5 degree G425 with a 65 gram stiff shaft was the best option from PING. The only problem was that there was still no real consistency in the direction that I was hitting my shots, to which Matt responded that there's only so much that the golf club can do. So I asked him if he could give me a quick lesson on how to control my club face through impact a little better. After a quick drill and some more shots with the TaylorMade and PING drivers, my dispersion thankfully started to improve a little, so Matt wanted to compare the data between these two clubs to see which one was looking like the best for me.
Felt better, a bit high.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, good direction. So why don't we try, in terms of the two, why don't we compare that with the PING and just see what...
Yeah, that sounds good.
Spin rate with the PING, 2,900.
Yeah.
Which is, for you, about 2,800 is optimal, so it's pretty good.
Okay.
Again, going back to your own, which was 4,000.
Yeah, yeah.
It's obviously a lot
very
less.
high.
With the stiffer shaft. And the SIM Max 9.5 is now at 2.6. So the spin rate looks a little
lower,
bit better. Yeah. So yeah, launch angle 17.7 with your own, which is very high.
Yeah.
You're now launching it at 12.8.
Okay.
So a lot lower.
Yeah. So
that high right shot now, we're launching it lower. We've got much less spin from 4,000 to 2.6.
Yeah.
And what you'll see is, although it's not a huge priority at this stage, massive difference in distance. So 219 carry, 229 with your own.
Yeah.
And we're now 251,
miles
276.
Brilliant.
So we're gaining, 30 yards carry or so.
So out of the SIM Max and the PING, what would you say suits me better?
From what we've seen so far, I'd say the SIM Max.
Okay.
Let's have a little look at the dispersion, because
that's the big thing for me.
Yeah, because that ultimately is kind of what, what's your priority. So G425, 10.5 is the blue.
Okay.
So you've hit a couple of fairways. You had one big miss left, and a fairly small miss right, but that's not too destructive.
Yeah.
And then the SIM Max 9.5.
I've had a big red one there left.
You've got a big two lefts. So if I was going to choose that probably, I mean, numbers wise, the TaylorMade is better from a spin point of view. So I think long term, your spin will be better with that.
Right. Okay.
Short term dispersion, the PING probably edges it.
Yeah. Okay.
Ultimately, both are going to be a massive enhancement on what you've currently.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I have a choice to make. Either the TaylorMade with the better numbers and longer term gains, or the PING with the better accuracy and short term fix. The bad news is that both of these drivers are like £300 or £400 each. But what a great session that was. I didn't understand how much insight you can gain about your golf swing until I did this driver fitting. And Matt made it super simple and easy for me to understand all the data. I can highly recommend Matthew Galley Golf over at Bolton Golf Club in the UK. So if you want more information about how Matt can help you too, check out his website matthewgalleygolf.co.uk or drop him a message on social media. I've put all the links you'll need in the description below. Right, I'm off to make a difficult decision. Thanks for watching.